coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where tonight WGN Sports on the U presents White Sox baseball. There's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, Alex Rios in the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Joe Mauer and Ron Gardenhire's Minnesota Twins. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you Game 2 of this brief three-game set in this brief three-game homestand. In the opener last night, Sox won it 7-4. All the runs coming on home runs. 3-run shot by Konerko in the first. Then in the third, 2 2-run shots by Dunn and Rios. So the Sox now trying to make it 2 in a row tonight with Jose Quintana.
And they enter one game back of Detroit. And Quintana last time out was absolutely brilliant against Boston. He went 8 innings. He didn't give up any runs in Boston, which is quite a feat against a high-powered offense like that. So he was brilliant. Unfortunately, it was a terrible ninth, and we came away losing that ball game. But at 4-1 with an ERA of 2.30, Quintana's just been absolutely brilliant. Hopefully more the same tonight. He's never faced the Minnesota Twins. Cole DeVries goes to the mound for the Twins. He's 2-2 this year. His ERA is shade under 4. He has faced us one time. He's 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. So don't look for anything overpowering. He's got a big, slow overhand curveball. That's what he depends on. And we'll see a fastball around 90, 91 miles an hour. So we're 5-2 against the Twins this year. We play them 5 more times out of the next 8 games, so it's important to keep on beating them, and let's start with tonight.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Chicago White Sox baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Tonight's game is available in Spanish on your SAP audio setting, provided by 97.5 FM, ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish-language sports radio station. Let's take a look at how Ron Gardenhire is going to line them up tonight. It's Span, Mastroianni, Mauer, Willingham, Morneau, Domit, Dozier, Casilla, and Carroll rounding it out. The defense behind Quintana, Viciedo, Diaz, and Rios with Euclid, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. Tyler Flowers with the nod behind the plate. And Jose Quintana on the mound at 4-1, his ERA .230. His first look ever at the Twins. And he'll have to keep the Speed Merchants off base. So we're ready to play baseball. I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here over WGN Sports on the U. So happy you could join us for Game 2 of this 3-game set and this 3-game homestand. Denard Span, 3 for 5 last night, stands in. He's hitting at .280, 3 homers. He's driven in 30, and the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a strike.
The umpires for the game tonight: Tim Timmons behind the plate, Angel Hernandez at first, Ed Hickox at second, and Chris Conroy at third.
Yukin on the grass. That breaking ball misses. Span had a beautiful bunt single to lead off the ball game last night. Right down to third base, stayed on the grass, and no chance for you. Pokes it over there. Lexake guns it over. And that is out number 1. Twins come in hitting at .263 as a club with a 4.91 team ERA. Minnesota 21-26 on the road, and at home at Target Field 19-30.
It's a different ballpark for them because one of the big factors, one of their best hitters, Joe Mauer, can't hit the ball out of their home ballpark, and that's a problem.
Nobody likes to play in a park that big and that tough to hit home runs.
And we saw it where some nights the ball goes up in the alleys and it looks like a big hand is just swatting it down. It just doesn't go anywhere.
Ask Mike Kadire about it. Ask Morneau about it. That's into right center field. Diaz is there, so Mastroianni is retired. 2 down. And here at the ballpark, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gap, and 400 straightaway center.
It'll be interesting to see how Mauer approaches Quintana. Sometimes against guys that he's never seen, he'll take the first pitch. Occasionally 2 if the first one isn't a strike, just to see what kind of stuff he has. He'll find Quintana without an overpowering fastball, but with a good pitching acumen, a good sense of how to work hitters, and the ability to throw the ball consistently in the strike zone.
Well, Mauer in the past has been one of the best 2-strike hitters in the game.
Yeah, he doesn't mind going down in the count.
Not at all. When you get a guy like that, is there's strike 1. When you get a guy that's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, you got yourself a heck of a hitter. One of the former Sox first baseman and outfielder occasionally, who was just one of the best that ever played the game at that, was Dick Allen. In fact, Dick Allen's the only hitter I've ever seen or ever heard of in spring training up until the last week to 10 days. Never swung the bat till he had 2 strikes. All he wanted to do was see pitches.
Well, it certainly worked for him. His 1972 season with the Sox was unbelievable.
That's into left field, right at tank. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Quintana after a half inning of play. It's the Twins nothing, and our guys, well, they're coming to bat.
Familiar two spot. Then it's Dunn, Konerko, Rios, Ramirez, Viciedo, Tyler Flowers behind the plate tonight. Gordon Beckham at second and hitting ninth. The defense and how they'll line up behind Cole DeVries. Willingham, Span, and Mastroianni in the infield. Carroll, Dozier, Casilla, and Maurer. Ryan Domet behind the plate. And on the hill, Cole DeVries. He's 2-2 this year with an ERA just under 4. This is 8th start. Conan's hitting .232. That's a pretty good number. He's walked only 9 while fanning 29. That's also a good ratio.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Alejandro Diaza will lead it off. Boy, did he ever do a good job last night. Takes first pitch strike. He was 3 for 4, couple of stolen bases, 3 runs scored, and he led off both the 3-run first and the 4-run third with base hits. One and one to count. Sox come in hitting at .257 as a club with a 4.07 ERA. Sox 25-22 here at home, 26-23 on the road. And as we speak, Cleveland leading the Tigers 2-0, bottom of the 4th at Progressive Field. That ball hit hard, but the speedy Mastroianni is there, covers that ground in a hurry. And that's out number 1.
Well, that's one of the reasons why he's out there, although normally they start Ben Revere. But Mastroianni, tremendous speed, and he ran down what looked like could have been a double.
Here's Uke, hitting at .251, 9 homers, 33 knocked in, 1 for 3 last night. This is the 8th meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 7, Sox have won 5. Two and 0 the count. And it's 3-0. Last night after Diaza led it off with a single, stole second, you walked. And there's the strike. Dunn on deck, Konerko in the hole. Bottom of the 1st if you're just tuning in. High pop up. Maurer. And that's out number 2. So here's Adam. And Adam in the 3rd inning with a man aboard. Here's what he did.
Took that one straight over the center field wall. He's 29th of the year. He's driven in 67.
Oh, Francisco Liriano. And he takes first pitch strike. Breeze, 27 years old, 6'2", 180. Out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Checks this foul. Right now, let's check out our BMW picks to click tonight. Jim Angio, our director and crew, went with Adam. Steve's going with Alexei and Sean Wilson. Cobra Golf and we're going to go with Kevin Youkilis. And for a limited time, get incredible lease deals on the 2012 BMW 3 Series. Visit Chicagoland BMW for more information. 1-2 the count. There's a base hit. They did not have the shift on.
That's surprising. Minnesota does that a lot, and they're one of the few teams in baseball that does it. And that time it cost them, because in the normal shift, Casilla would have been in a perfect position on that rolling curveball to be able to make the play. But with no shift, it's easily in the right field.
And here's Paulie. Here's what he did in the first inning last night with 2 aboard.
It really turned things around against Liriano. He was trying to establish a way, and he established squandering a 1-run lead.
And that ball hit down into the left field area. They're not going to catch that one. So Biggin will make the turn. Now they're going to hold him on the double by Konerko. 17th two-bagger for Paulie.
Paulie didn't wait around to see what DeVries had. He just went out and attacked a high fastball. 90 miles an hour. When Paulie's feeling good, you can throw it anywhere in the zone or close to the zone, and you've got no chance. Looks like he's starting to feel good.
Well, we said it the other day. He was getting close. Getting close. So here's Alex. Alex at .313, 15 homers, 57 driven in.
Pretty hard to believe for DeVries, but he's the first Minnesota-born pitcher ever to start his major league debut with the Twins.
Alex 1 for 4 last night. But it was a big one. This coming in the 3rd inning with Konerko aboard. And this was a bomb.
A lot of fireworks early in that one, and pretty much did in Liriano. 7 runs. That's the hardest we've hit him in as long as I can remember.
And that's out of play right side. Yeah, we had almost 38,000, and that set the tone. The first inning homer by Paulie. 3-run shot after Minnesota had scored in the top of the first.
That's 24 games, 21 runs batted in, 19 scored, so that's 40 in 24 games where he's directly involved, as well as the 7 home runs, and just absolutely crushing the ball to all fields.
Flares that one over their dugout. Alex has faced DeVries 3 times, has 1 hit. And that 1 hit left the premises. Checks it up.
Gilman wanted the appeal, but Angel Hernandez gave no sign whatsoever. So the count goes full.
Alexei on deck. Ducks on the pond, 2 out, and the payoff pitch. And that has popped up. Everybody giving chase, and nobody can get there.
Big effort by Darren Mastroianni. You'll probably need some new pants
and some zinc oxide.
Oh, he's got a good strawberry going there. You can bet on that. He knows he's getting close to the railing.
Well, that's a bad place to get one, too.
That doesn't heal.
No, it gets a lot. No, it doesn't heal.
Does not heal.
And once again, the 3-2. There's a chopper to Hopper. Dozier. The bad throw. Adam scores. It is 1-0 Good Guys. Yes. 14th error for Dozier.
And Dozier took his time. That's just the product of youth. Get the ball, get it over there because the guy running can run. Taking plenty of time, flipping it sidearm, throwing it well wide of the bag, and Joe Mauer is not able to get even close on the tag. So a big E6. Lost a run.
Don't stop now, boys. Make them pay. As here's Alexei. He's due. He was 0 for 4 last night. Breaking ball, no. Alexei at 262. Couple of homers, 44 knocked in. Short lead by Alex. Got a good pitch to hit right there. And couldn't do anything with it.
High pitch count for the first inning. DeVries should be out of it with no runs. He's not, and still piling up the pitches.
Ate him up. Fastball on the fist. Mauer's there, makes the catch, but we get a break. Pick up an unearned run, and after one, it is 1-0 Sox.
Run was unearned.
It's a 1-0 Sox lead. Josh Willingham will lead it off. Big left fielder hitting at 271, 23 homers and 68 driven in. Pitch outside, ball one.
You'd have to believe that General Manager Terry Ryan is fielding a lot of phone calls about this guy. because there's a number of teams that could really use him in the middle of their lineups.
High pop up, stay in here. Paulie. He's good. Nice catch, one down.
That ball drifted a bit. Apparently the wind very much a factor here tonight. As normally Paulie sets up, but this time he drifted with the baseball and had to go over the other shoulder to make the catch. Turned out to be a very good play.
And here's Justin Morneau hitting at .249, 11 homers, and he has knocked in 40. Morneau, former MVP. Back in 06 when he had .321, 34 homers, and knocked in 130.
Well, when he's entirely healthy, which he hasn't been recently, he's one of the liveliest bats around. Just coming back from paternity leave, so this is his first start back.
And the count 3-1. Ryan Dolmet, switch hitting, catcher, DH, first baseman. He's on deck. Paulie will take it himself. 2 down. Sox fans, break out your Elvis jumpsuits and glasses because Friday, August 3rd, will S Elvis Night and Fireworks Night presented by Frito-Lay. Purchase tickets today by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. That's Friday, August 3rd, Elvis Night, and that is always a big time at the old ballpark. First pitch strike to Dolman, who was 1 for 4 with a homer last night. He comes in hitting at .290, 10 homers and 46 driven in. And that got him. So the first base runner.
And that sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Domet wanting to give him the bat and all the gear, and he comes out a little too quickly. Apparently he needs a change of spikes. Domet's lucky he didn't get spiked in the thigh on that one.
Well, if he thinks that was rough, wait till the next day or so. Here's Dozier with 2 down, 1 on. That is just the second guy that Quintana has hit this year. Two and 0 the count. Alexei Casilla on deck. Dozier 2 for 4 last night, and he also had a bunt. They had 3 bunt singles in that ball game last evening. That is Minnesota baseball. And he'll step on the bag. That'll retire the side after an inning and a half. 1-0 good guys.
Time to join the WGN Sports Game Zone, where you'll find up-to-the-minute stats and important game information. The Game Zone is sponsored by Safe Auto. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO now for a free quote with reduced rates up to 35%. Drive safe, spend less.
It'll be the lower third of our order. Viciedo, Flowers, and Beckham to face Cole DeVries, who gave up an unearned run in the first. Tank at 253, 15 homers, 44 knocked in. That evens the count at 1.
The Tank will be looking for is one of two things: that rolling breaking ball away that he can drive to right center field, or if DeVries gets a fastball down, especially on the outer part of the plate. It's right in the wheelhouse of where Viciedo would like it.
And that is foul back. Get out of here. Comes back, and a nice catch by Dolmet. So that is out. Number 1.
Well, Dolmet called for a fastball inside, and he got it there. And he comes over, keeps his concentration, and they will take one away from that very young fan. Nice play.
Can't get it. He's not going to overpower you. And yet you still have to hit off his fastball.
That's a little slider that he uses to go with that slow overhand curveball. And kept in the right place, it's pretty effective.
Here's the 1-2. And a full count. That ball hit hard. Stretch. That's a fair ball. And now Tyler is going to pull up at second. And a good thing he did. That's his third two-bagger.
Mastroianni made a terrific effort in the corner. And he spent a great deal of the night diving on the warning track.
You know, I don't know what the time would be, but just to the eye, those little legs he has going, he looks like he's as fast as anybody.
Well, he is as fast as most people on this team, but couldn't get to this one. And falls on the track. The ball stays in play, so he knows he's got to get it back in. He does that, but not before Tyler coasts into second base.
So here's Gordon. Gordon 0 for 3 last evening. And that's popped up, and that's playable. So one out, and that'll bring up Diaza. So Piazza lined out. Mastroianni made a real good catch on him in right center field. Looked like it was going to be a double. So with two out, Tyler at second. Up high, up high. 1-0. Strike for a 1-1 count. Watch out.
That got him.
So he is hit. That's the third guy that DeVries has hit this year.
Tried to go inside with a big breaking curveball. And got him right on the outside of the right foot.
Here's Uke. He fouled out to Mauer. Made a good pitch on it for strike one. And that evens the count.
Mastroianni does not have a typical right fielder's arm. So odds are overwhelming with two outs that Joe McEwing on a ball hit that way is going to run on him.
Advantage goes to you. Nice crowd on hand, as I mentioned last night, almost 38,000 at 37,788. And Mauer, no, he gives way to Casilla, so he pops him up again, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the third. It is 1-0 Sox.
community relations. And once again this year, we have Picnic in the Park, which is always a wonderful event. And Christine, why don't you tell our viewers about just exactly what it entails and how they can come?
It is, Steve. It's a great event. It's really our signature event for White Sox Charities. It takes place on Sunday, August 5th, after the game. Fans can buy tickets and then come to Picnic in the Park, or they can just come later. It's an unbelievable opportunity to be on the field, bring a picnic blanket, spread out on the outfield grass. Levy does an amazing barbecue for us. The players and their families are all there. The evening starts with the players all signing autographs, so there's terrific access for autographs, and then everybody just chills out. And the best part of the night is, as you're relaxing on the outfield grass, we have an amazing fireworks show, which is always fun here at the ballpark.
And it sounds great, and I guess every player then will sign at least 2 autographs for every person there.
At least. Yeah, but it is a great opportunity. Yeah. And so a lot of people bring, their favorite White Sox collectibles. They get signed. We have a great auction. Tickets are $260 for adults, $135 for kids. They're available at whitesox.com. Go to the community page. We do sell a limited number of tickets because we don't want to have it overcrowded, so people really can have that access to the players. It's such a relaxing night. It makes a big difference for White Sox Charities, so we hope everybody will make plans to join us.
This is a very popular event, so you certainly want to get your tickets as early as possible, because I would assume that it's going to sell out. How many people you figure are going to be in the outfield this year?
We usually sell about 400 tickets, and we're getting close, so I encourage fans to go online or give us a call at the Community Relations Office. We'd be happy to take your order over the phone. It's a great night. Again, Sunday, August 5th, and fans can come to the game first and then stay for the event, or they can just come for the event, whatever works. We're happy to have them join us for the night.
Well,
and don't forget about the Smart Car raffle. Smart Car raffle tickets, $10 at the box office or online. We're only selling 25,000 tickets, only till August 31st. So the chances of winning are great, and it's a great little car.
And I met the dealer that is providing the Smart Car.
David Nocera from Smart of Orland. He's terrific and generous, and it's a great opportunity, again, for people to support White Sox Charities.
Well, come on out. You'll enjoy the night. And Christine, thank you again.
Thank you, Steve.
Good speed at first. Casilla, 11 for 12 in stolen bases. 0-1 the count. Sox nemesis, Jamie Carroll. Carroll was 1 for 3 last night. Sox lead at 1-0 here in the top of the third. And the count 0-2. Outfield short, swung around to the right, spread out a little bit. Ate him up inside. You're going to get the lead man, and that's it. Good pitch by Quintana. So now they'll go back to the top of the order with Bernard Span, who grounded out to Alexei.
Jamie Carroll is usually going to make contact. And it's a little too slowly hit to think about 2. So the only thing you can do is get yourself in trouble when you realize you can't make the double play.
Span, a good player. Good, solid center fielder. Solid at the plate. Base stealing numbers are down this year, but he's a good base stealer. He's only 9 for 15. And boy, has he ever been a pain in our area.
I like the fact that he plays every day, regardless, right or left-hander. It doesn't really matter to him.
He's one of those guys, if he's out of there, if he's hurt, he's hurt.
He's got a pretty good idea about what he can do and what he can't do. You just don't see him hit that many in the air, because he realizes with his speed, if he keeps it on the ground, especially a chopper in the infield, he's got a great opportunity to beat it out.
Takes the strike. And the count 1-2. that Cleveland Detroit game. And on the bottom of the sixth, still 2-0 Indians.
Baldo Jimenez is having quite a game.
He's been pitching well lately. Two and two the count. Mastroianni on deck.
This man did ground into one of the double plays in the 6-4-3 variety. That was last night. Only his 6th of the year.
And that's popped up. Hughes got a shot. Oh, yeah. Over by the tarp. 2 down. The Sox, you missed that game last night. Turned double plays in the first inning, third inning, fourth inning, fifth inning, and seventh inning.
Well, it certainly helped Gavin Floyd, as he didn't have his great stuff. He wasn't striking people out, but when he got in a jam, he threw a ground ball. Our infield turned 2, and then Matt Thornton was in a jam because he'd given up a couple of hits with 1 out. Double play helped get him out of the inning.
Well, I love it when one of our guys has a game like that last night where you don't have your good stuff, you don't have your good control, you just battle and battle and battle like he did, and you come up with a victory. When he's got his good stuff and his good control, you can send it to Cooperstown. It's over.
Coming off the disabled list, you figured he wasn't going to have real good control. And, of course, he didn't.
Buke. And it'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the third. It is still 1-0 White Sox. Angels, first 20,000 adults aged 21 and over will receive a beer vendor bobblehead presented by Miller Lite. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com. Adam Dunn singled and scored. Forrest back in the first inning. Now they have a little bit of a shift on.
They've decided that I don't want to see anything else shoot into right field in that hole between first and second. So they do have a shift on. Breeze is going to have to go through the heart of the order here in the third inning.
Got him one out.
Well, normally that's where you want to keep it on Adam, and that's exactly where DeVries threw it. up and on the inner portion, so a perfect pitch.
Here's Pauly. He hit the first pitch he saw from DeVries for a double down in the left field corner. Battled around that State Farm sign for a little bit. So Pauly, who was 3 for 4 last night with that huge 3-run first inning homer. In case you did not see, the Cleveland Indians picked up Brent Lillibridge. And there's another base hit. Just muscled it over the head of Jamie Carroll into short left field.
Well, in the first inning, Pauly took a pitch away and pulled it, and this time DeVries tries to throw it inside by him and can't get it in there either. So he's covering both sides of the plate. Good news for us, bad news for DeVries.
Here's Alex. Reached on an error, a throwing error by Brian Dozier.
Throws that ball away. It cost a run, and the Anything's Possible replay is brought to you by the Illinois Lottery, who each day make anything possible.
Oh, and 2 the count to Rios. Come on, Alex. Good. Good eye. 2-2.
Infield and outfield playing him pretty much straight away. Maybe just a touch to right center.
There's the breaking ball. And that's out number 2, and here comes Alexei.
It's a big overhand hook, and it's a good one.
Alexei popped up tomorrow to end the first inning. And there's a line shot base hit. Sox now with 5 hits. 1-5-0 for us. 0-1 and a big one for them. And that'll bring up Tank. He fouled out to the catcher Dolman over by our dugout, who stayed with it and made a nice catch. Took that pitch nicely down low. And there's a little backhand flip. Keeps his foot on the bag, and that'll retire the side. We're into the fourth, leading 1-0. The iron of the Minnesota order here in the top of the fourth inning. And our Sox lead it 1-0. Bauer hit a little fly ball in the left field to Viciedo. Bauer 29 years old. Too much time. I don't blame Bauer on that at all.
Well, for some reason, Quintana and Flowers couldn't get together. Bauer's on base percentage .423. Pretty good for a guy who hits 3 in the lineup.
I tell you though, it's not bad to play a little gamesmanship with Bauer, just to try to get him to think, get his wheels turning. You know yourself over the years, not so much in today's culture, but past culture, the greatest thing that could happen to a pitcher is if people thought he was throwing a spinner.
Oh, that was terrific. Put anything in his mind but what you're really throwing.
Exactly. And conversely, the worst thing could happen to a pitcher in those times was, hey, they're getting his pitches.
Right. Someone tells you from another team, you know what, you're tipping your pitches. Well, what am I doing? Well, I can't tell you that, but I'll tell you you're tipping your pitches. So you spend the next 2 weeks trying to figure out what you're doing. In the meantime, you're getting batted around for a while because you're really not tipping your pitches, but it gives you something to think about.
Yeah. The 2-2. Up the middle. Nice. Yes.
Well, Quintana did a nice job because I think he realized where Alexei was. He was going to put down the glove. It looked to me like he felt he might have tipped it. Had he gone after it, then it would have been a base hit. With this ball up the middle, great play by Ramirez. He doesn't have to gun it because he's got Mauer by plenty.
Josh Willingham fouled out to Konerko, who made a good catch fighting the wind. Takes first pitch strike. Breaking ball. And the count 0-2.
Well, as has been his custom for quite some time now, Jose Quintana has not walked anybody, and we've got one out in the fourth.
This young man, a rookie left-hander, earlier in the season, went 100 batters. One off the White Sox franchise record of 101 held by Mark Burley before he walked Alex Rodriguez at Yankee Stadium.
And that was a terrible first inning when he really didn't have anything, and they scored 4 runs. What I like about him is throws a lot of fastballs at 89 miles an hour, which normally you would say, well, that's really a minus fastball. But he turns it into a plus because he can throw it pretty much wherever he wants to, and he can throw it up or down.
That ball hit way back. And this game is tied at 1.
Homer number 24 for Willingham on a 1-2 pitch.
Number 24
1-2 pitch
for Willingham.
Now driven in 69. And that time, Jose missed his spot. And it cost him. See, Flowers wants it inside. And Jose gets it out over the plate. And a no-doubter to left center field.
So here's Morneau.
Home run, 419 feet, 419.
Takes first pitch strike. And Detroit on a 2-run homer by guess who? Tied that ball game with Cleveland at 2. And guess who was Cabrera.
And the sad part about it was he was 0 for 3 against Jimenez. They took him out, brought in Joe Smith. It was going to be Smith, Pastano, and Perez. Only Smith did not get the job done.
2-2 the count. Well, there's the reason he makes $20 million a year.
Those guys back to back in the middle of that order are just devastating.
Almost $400 million for the two of them. Just got a piece of it.
You can understand it for length of career. I think the thing that's most astonishing is when the Yankees have their regular infield playing together per year, they're $91 million. Now, the fact that they're leading by 7 games would lead you to believe they're probably worth it.
That ball hit hard in the left field tank. It's off the Comcast Sportsnet sign. Here's the throw. And they get it! A gun of a throw by a tank to Alexei, who turned around and made a perfect peg to Beckham. Boy, this outfield defense this year has been superb. Yes!
That's just a big play. Tank does a nice job realizing it's going over his head, gets the carom on one hop, fires it to Alexei, who turns around, gets it to Beckham. Not sure exactly he was out, but it looked good.
So 2 down.
Ed Hickok's on the call. That's a big play.
And that's a fair ball. And that will retire the side. But the homer by Willingham will go to the bottom of the 4th. Game is tied at 1.
Chris Conroy about it. We've got a pretty good angle, and it shows you, number one, Conroy's in perfect position to make the call, and two, that ball actually came back. There was some spin on the ball that took it back into fair territory, and Conroy, without any hesitation whatsoever, said the ball was a fair ball.
And meanwhile, it's a 1-1 tie. That homer by Willingham. So for us, it'll be Flowers, Beckham, then back to the top of the order with Piazza. Tyler double down into the right field corner. Takes low. Ball one. Travis Hafner has just tripled to lead off the bottom of the seventh. Off Doug Fister. And in that Milwaukee 6-1 lead over the Phillies, Zach Greinke just homered off Cliff Lee. Greinke, the only pitcher ever to hit a homer off Cliff Lee.
That's pretty amazing.
Well, Zach Greinke is a better hitter than a lot of players playing in the big leagues today who are position players.
Well, I will tell you that there are a lot of scouts in the stands following him because Milwaukee has made it known that although it's going to cost you, you can probably have him.
Watch out, Joe McEwing.
Joe still got the quick feet. He was able to get out of the way of that one.
Squeeze bunt by Ronnie Chisenhall, and Cleveland has taken a 3-2 lead. That's a fair ball. Carroll. And that's out number one. And a reminder that Hooters is the official road game restaurant of our White Sox. You can come into any Chicagoland area Hooters when our Sox are on the road to catch the games on their big flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller beer features. Hooters, the original wing joint. Gordon popped up to Mauer. Outfield around to the right. Huge gap out there in left center. Carroll even with the bag off the line at third. And there's another pop-up right side. Mastroianni. Two down.
Reese is establishing that inside part of the plate. And he's doing it with a fastball that usually doesn't exceed 90, maybe gets to 91 miles an hour.
No, he's pretty much your typical Minnesota Twin type right hand. Not overpowering, throws strikes, gets ahead in the count. And a pretty good competitor. He was also a football player, attended the University of Minnesota. Piazza is 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch, a breaking ball. as they see their left side.
Looks like a crowd of about 35,000 here tonight. It's a big crowd. Second night in a row.
2 out and a 2-2. That ball hit well in the center field, but man, he's good out there. Makes the catch. And we'll go to the 5th in this 1-1 tie.
Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC.
Brian Dozier takes first pitch strike. It'll be Dozier, Casilla, and Carroll here for the Twinkies in the top of the 5th inning. 1-5-0 for our guys, 1-3-1 for their guys. That's just a hard strike. And the count 0-2.
That time the slider coming down and in almost at his leg. He looked like he scooped it out of there.
Like he was playing paddleball.
Yeah, that was a very weird swing. But effective, he kept it alive. And a fairly low pitch total so far, as Quintana has not walked anybody. He's hit one.
He gone.
That ball way up and out of the zone. A very effective pitch when you're ahead. Xfinity pitch tracks, you'll see that ball unhittable up there. The best you can do is foul it back.
So the first strikeout for Quintana. And here's Casilla, who had an infield single, just a little soft. Chopper back up the middle. And nobody can make a play on. Bottom of the 9th in Pittsburgh, Cubs leading the Pirates 5-1. Jeff Samardzija was pretty good last night.
Paul Maholm very good tonight.
Samardzija giving it just one hit. Ate him up, bobbled, controlled, and gunned out. Well, when you got a strong arm like we have in the infield with Alexei and Beckham, those little bobbles can still turn into outs.
That ball hit hard. And as long as you keep your concentration and don't panic, and if you have that kind of an arm, you shouldn't panic. You'll usually beat the base runner. Watch Casilla out of the box. Goes to take a step and really doesn't turn on full speed. He just kind of spun his wheels a touch at the start. Cost him the base.
Two and one to count to Carroll, who hit into a 4-6 fielder's choice. And that's a can of corn out there. That'll retire the side. We're halfway home, tied at 1.
Member FDIC.
It'll be Uke, Dunn, Konerko, with Rios lurking. First pitch strike, Uke has popped up to first, and he has popped up to second. 0-2 very quickly. Yes, he did. One out.
Ayuk wasn't too happy with the call. Looks like he went around a little too far. Says Angel Hernandez.
So here's Adam. Adam has single, scored, and struck out. Yeah, the shift on now. And he takes ball one.
Well, it was a lack of shift and that error that allowed us to score the run in the first inning. I'm surprised that Gardy would not have shifted. That's normally something he doesn't do. He doesn't miss those things.
And there's the strike. 2-1. Square him up right here, Biggin. That's up high, full count. Adams sitting on 29 homers and 67 driven in.
And getting very close. The magic 400 now.
So 2 down. Fourth strikeout.
That time, Xfinity pitch tracks will show you that he worked him over pretty well. Up, down, in, out, finally in, and the strikeout.
Here's Polly. He has doubled and he has singled. Next first pitch strike. And second pitch strike. The 0-2. The outside. Big 3-run homer last night in the first inning, if you're just tuning in. Propelled us to that 7-4 win, breaking a 5-game losing streak. Picking up a half game on the idle Tigers. That is high. Stretch! Stretch! Putting him back, jumps. And you can put it on the ball. Number 16 for Paulie, and this is a 2-1 Sox lead. First.
Over number 16, RBI number 48. A towering fly ball that Willingham, to the very last instant, thought he had a shot at. And the last 2 nights, Paulie has come alive. A couple of home runs, 6 hits. You knew he got a good piece of it. The only question is, would Willingham make the catch? And he just missed it.
Here's Rios. Alex is 0 for 2. That's into right field. And that'll retire the side, but not before the homer by Konerko. We'll go to the 6th, leading 2-1. Top of the order for the Twinkies here in the top of the 6th. Bernard Span. And that is in the center field for the leadoff single. So good speed aboard.
Keeping the ball on the ground is Span's bread and butter. He took that one right by Quintana and passed the diving Ramirez. So the tying runs aboard with nobody out.
And Darren Mastroianni. He's going out to center. Then he tried to bunt. And you got it. Duke now coming in. That's fouled a little tooth. Out of play.
That one was going to be pretty well defended because Beckham was moving toward first as Paulie was moving in. And Quintana was moving toward the line. So he'd had a hard time beating out that bunt, even if he got it in a good spot.
Van decent lead. Pitch out. And come see our White Sox take on the Angels Sunday, August 5th at 1:10. First 10,000 kids 13 and under. This is another terrific giveaway. They will receive a chest protector backpack presented by Chicagoland Plumbing Council. That's Sunday, August 5th. First 10,000 kids 13 and under receive that chest protector backpack presented by Chicagoland Plumbing Council. There's the strike and the count 1-2. A little bigger lead now by Span. We got a man there. One down, that'll bring up Mauer. Imagine one thing in spring they're going to really work hard on with Jose is Pepper.
Yeah, his fielding is probably at this point not quite up to where it should be. And the biggest hole in the infield is always right back up the middle. If you can't at least knock the ball down, normally you have a problem. And I agree with you. I don't think his hands are quite fast enough.
Takes up high.
A lot of it has to do with squaring yourself up as you deliver the ball. If you fall off too far, and occasionally he will fall off to the third base line a little too far, you drift. Anything back up the middle, you have a hard time flagging down.
One and one to count. Well, that base hit by Span right there. If you're just a decent defender out on the mound, that's an out.
Well, there's been a couple of them tonight that would have never gotten by Mark Burley.
Final from Pittsburgh, 5-1 Cubs. Mahalam over McDonald. Good strike, and the count 1-2.
Paul Mahalam will be one of the guys that has a good chance of not making another start for the Cubs. Cubs having an off year, and Mahalam 9-6 with a 3.88 ERA for a team 40-56. Those are pretty impressive numbers.
Good speed at first, one out and a 1-2 pitch. deck.
Well, let's make it an even 20 in double plays. Mauer has grounded into 19 of them. And not facing Willingham in a tie game in this inning would be a very good thing.
At 1-2, it is now full.
How do you figure Span is going to be going? Because your first rule of thumb is don't get picked off. He will not be getting a great jump, so if you can strike him out, you can throw him out.
Good, right underneath his hands. Just tuning in, we scored 1 in the first, unearned. Willingham's home in the fourth, and then Konerko's homer last inning. Big pitch coming up right here. Out there in right center. And the payoff pitch. Hard hit into center field. Span will make the turn going to third. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Here comes Willingham.
That ball just barely got under the glove of Gordon Beckham. It was hit like a bullet back up the middle. And runners at the corners, with the Twins threatening for a big inning.
Here's Willingham, and here's what he did in the fourth. Short lead by Mauer. And that is chopped foul. Willingham now 24 homers. 68 driven in.
Last night he grounded into 2 double plays. Gives him 9 for the year.
Close, didn't get it. And the count 1-1. That's way back. It is 4-2 Minnesota.
Consecutive home runs for Willingham, who now has 25. He's driven in 72. This was a line drive rocket. Quintana tried to throw it low and in. Willingham wouldn't let him get it there.
So here's Morneau. He is 1 for 2. Takes first pitch strike. Terrific pickup for the Twins. that ball is just ripped right on by Paulie down into the right field area. So he's on his way. Good throw. He's got a shot. Off the mark. He picks up his 18th two-bagger.
He was denied of a two-bagger back in the 4th inning. And a couple of great relays, but this time a rocket down the line. And he runs it into a two-base hit.
And that's why they call it a game of inches. Not so much on that one right there, but that ground ball back through the middle to start it off by Denard Span. And Jose just, he should have made the play. He didn't. That's what starts it off.
It doesn't take much. And Don Cooper has had his say. No one up and throwing in the pen yet.
Here's Gomez. He was hit by a pitch, and he grounded out to Euclid. Takes first pitch strike. Atlanta beat the Marlins 4-3 down in Miami. Hudson over LeBlanc. And the count 0-2. And Hudson 9-4 for the Bravos. Four 7-1 for Minnesota, 2-6-0 for our Sox. That's in the right center field. Rios. So 2 down.
It's Nate Jones throwing in the pen.
Second, that strikeout, leading off last inning. Two and 1 to count. And the Indians have beaten the Tigers 3-2. So an excellent opportunity for us to get our bats working and get back into a tie for first place.
Chris Perez saved his 28th game of the year.
Three and 1 to count.
R.A. Dickey, who hadn't lost something like 2.5, 3 months, did lose tonight. Gio Gonzalez outpitched him. Washington beat New York 5-2.
Full count for the 25-year-old shortstop.
"90 pitches for Quintana. He's had a very rough 6th.
And that's foul back. Adam LaRoche in that game had his 17th home run for the Nets.
57-39. What a year it is for that.
And that's into left center field. A lot of damage is done. Singles by Span and Maurer. The 3-run homer by Willingham. Bottom of the 6th we go, trailing 4-2.
.50 with 4 home runs. He's driven in 16, scored 12 with 11 doubles, and he is a switch hitter. This catcher profile is sponsored by Xfinity Home. Xfinity Home offers state-of-the-art features that help you stay connected to your home and family anytime, anywhere.
Ramirez, Viciedo, and Flowers. Here in the half of the 6th inning, we trail it 4-2. Alexei 1 for 2, a hard single to left field back in the 3rd. Takes first pitch strike. Cole DeVries. Oh, 2 the count.
That fastball looked inviting, but it was out of the zone and he couldn't get on top of it.
A little too high there.
That Greinke was leading 6-1 heading into the bottom of the 8th inning. I think you're in pretty good shape, even in Philadelphia. They took him out of the game. Now Philadelphia is leading 7-6 heading into the 9th. He threw 7, gave up 3 hits and 1 run. And he's going to get a no decision for his efforts.
715, 34715 is a sellout, the 3rd of the season for the White Sox.
There's a chopper up the middle. Nice play by Dozier. And out number 1. That'll bring up Tank. Tank is 0 for 2. 0 for 6 in the series.
With Matt Capps, their usual closer, on the shelf, probably going to be Glenn Perkins trying to close it out if they get that far.
That'll bring up Tyler. Tyler has doubled, and he has grounded to third.
That's what Tank was waiting for last time, a fastball away. This time he got one. And it was hit so hard, Casilla could barely move before it was by him.
$34,715. Over in our dugout, so the count 1-1 with one down. Beckham on deck. Good take. 2 balls and a strike. Hard smash, just foul. Man.
Got out ahead of it. And a couple more feet to the right, and Carroll would have had no chance. That ball was just hit too hard.
The 2-2 pitch. Good eye, good take, full count.
Skipped everything down this entire at bat to Tyler. He did a nice job laying off the last pitch. That was a tantalizing curveball low and away.
Tank just a short lead. There he goes. And that's in the center field. It's going to hang up for Span, who's going to double him up at first with a good throw. But it's not. So 2 down.
Good job of hustle by Vicieda. When you're running in that situation with a full count, you have to pick up the baseball. If you don't, you have problems. And Tank picked it up right away, realizing Span was going to get to it. They would have had him, but the throw was off the mark.
Gordon has fouled out to first and popped up to right. Good take for ball 1. And another pop-up right side for Beckham. 3 of those tonight. And that'll retire the side. So we'll go to the 7th. It is still a 4-2 Minnesota lead. Josh Willingham having quite a night.
Responsible for all the runs driven in. Quintana has to pitch a pretty good solid inning here. Keep him out of the bullpen for one more and hold down these Twins.
Alexei Casilla takes strike one. Had an infield single, and he also has grounded out to Alexei Ramirez. Pirates just made a deal acquiring Wandy Rodriguez from the Astros, Rudy Owens, Colton Kane, and Robbie Grossman.
So a little bit of today for a whole lot of tomorrow. And the Pirates could use a little more hitting. The pitching has been very good this year.
I certainly wish they'd have made a deal for Josh Willingham this morning.
Yes, would have been very nice. I got to believe that deal is a precursor for trading one of their pitchers in a rotation.
One out. Jamie Carroll's hit into a 4-6 fielder's choice, and he has gone out to right. Oakland continues their roll. They're leading Toronto 7-2, bottom of the ninth, up in Canada. It's like in that Yankee series, as we talk about all the time. Yankees go out there to play Oakland, a 4-game set. Oakland sweeps them. So it's not who you play, it's when you play it.
Oakland came into Toronto red hot.
Oakland's won 5 in a row, 9 out of the last 10. One and two the count to the 38-year-old veteran.
Pitch number 101. And you know, Robin would love to see him get through this 7th. Then give him an opportunity with the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 7th to maybe win a ball game.
Two and two. Or at least get a couple of guys on to turn the lineup over. Well, it's way ahead, and now it is full.
First walk of the game.
And that'll bring up the man who started off that 3-run sixth. But not a hard base hit back to the middle. Play that Jose could have made, did not. And it cost him. Carroll 6 for 9 in stolen bases.
A whole lot of guys on this team always looking for the bunt. The depending on where the infield sets up. And that time Span squared the bunt. Figure if he was going to bunt it, with Quintana falling off toward the third base side, it was going to be a drag bunt.
Trying to shoot that one to the left side. Bottom of the sixth in St. Louis, Cardinals leading the Dodgers 3-2. Bottom of the sixth in Texas, tied at 1 with Boston. There's a base hit. Carroll will make the turn. No, he'll pull it up. And Paulie backing up where he should be. So trouble brewing after the 1-out walk to Carroll.
Robin knows if he goes out and gets Quintana now, he's going to face Revere and not Mastroianni. So that's his choice. Quintana against Mastroianni, or go to his bullpen, bring in Nate Jones, and face Ben Revere. And Cooper wants to see if he's ready to go. And apparently he is.
107 pitches. And tonight, he just was not in his. He didn't work as quick as he has been at all. He was working slow, not in that rhythm he gets. So he'll depart, and we'll be back.
By 97.5 FM, ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish language sports radio station. So we've got a new pitcher, and that new pitcher is Nate Jones. He's 3-0, ERA 3.5, on for the 37th time. He inherits Twins at first and second. It's already a 4-2 game, and you can ill afford to let it get any further, so Mastroianni will stay in the game.
And fans, this is your chance to win an Alexi Ramirez autographed jersey and tell the Sox what you think. Simply log onto your computer and take a quick survey. Your answers are confidential, but you must do it before tonight's game ends. Visit whitesox.com/survey. He jumps all over it. And that's a foul ball. Thank you very much. With just a hard strike of the little right fielder. And count nothing in 2.
52 is acceptable for the White Sox bullpen.
One out, 2 on. Twins lead at 4-2 and the 0-2 pitch. He gone. 2 down.
Buried slider in the dirt, and Tyler Flowers does a very nice job. For a moment, Mastroianni forgot that there was a runner at first, and he decided he was going to take off.
So here's Mauer. We've got Septimo loosening up down in that pen. Willingham on deck. So the old staggered lineup. That staggered lineup puts the onus of responsibility on the opposing manager.
You're forced to make a whole lot more moves, especially when your lefties can hit left-handers. The numbers are startling for Jones. 150 points better against left-handers than right-handers, which is very unusual for a guy who throws as hard as he does with as good a slider as he has.
I think it'd be just the opposite.
Nope. But he did manage to subdue Mastroianni without a great deal of difficulty.
A couple of feet.
A couple of feet. Otherwise, there would have been a great deal of difficulty.
Two and 1 the count. 2 out, 2 on. Softly hit. Gordon sucks it up, throws him out. Nick Jones does his thing. 7th inning stretch. We need 2 to tie. Diaza, Youkilis, Dime, and Konerko, hopefully, Rios. It's a 4-2 Minnesota lead. And just a terrific job by Cole DeVries, 27-year-old right-hander. 6 innings, 2 runs, only 1 earned. First pitch strike to Diaza. Alejandro is lined hard into right center field. A good catch by Mastroianni. And he was hit by a pitch. And he lined hard right to Span in center. Checks it up, and the count 0-2.
Casey Fine loosening in the pen.
That's all. I understand some teams are scouting the Phillies, Brewers tonight. The Dodgers, Red Sox, Angels, Rangers, Braves, and White Sox. That's into right field, and here comes that good speed and makes a terrific catch. No, he didn't. Calls it safe. Angel Hernandez goes out there.
Ron Gardner is going out there, and it looked from up here like he made the play. Take a look at the replay. We'll watch the glove, see if he gets it under the ball entirely.
I would say that was a trap.
It looked like from that angle that it was a trap. Take another shot. It looked like he did indeed trap it.
So they're having a little confab. All 4 of them out there.
Oh, they're calling him out.
Now they're going to call him out. Now here comes Robin.
Well, he wants to find out if Angel called him safe. Who exactly was it that called him out?
Angel had the best shot at it, the best angle.
He did.
He made the call, safe.
We've got a different angle of one of the replays. We'll slow it down for you.
That's a
that
trap.
Ball hits the grass into the glove. Angel got it right first of all, and then somehow turned it into a bad call.
That is BS right there. That is BS. The man makes the right call. He's got the best angle. He's the closest to the plate. And the other 3 guys come out there and convince him that he's wrong. That is BS.
Well, Mastroianni gets an Academy Award for that acting job.
I'll tell you. That's ridiculous.
Well, hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a big play, but right now it looms awfully large.
Well, it changes the whole scenario. As far as Robertson goes, as far as the bullpen goes, as far as putting pressure on the other team. That's a joke. Man.
First 3 pitches out of the zone from Robertson.
There you go, guys. Man makes the right call and you overrule him. Boy, this is when I wish I could cuss right now. Here's Adam. He's 1 for 3. One to count. Paulie on deck. That could mean a huge thing as far as turning this lineup over going to the 9th inning as well.
Well, Adams probably going to get a fastball here. Got the breaking ball right over the middle of the plate.
You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. A 2-run blast by Adam. That is number 30. More importantly, this game is tied at 4. Mercy. Boy, what big home runs he has hit for us this year.
That home run is going to take Robertson from the game. Adams now driven in 69. And a blast by Dunn ties it at 4. So we'll step out and be back after these messages. Done his second hit tonight, but this a big one. And as soon as it left the bat, he knew it was gone. And a huge crowd lets out a huge cheer as the game is a brand new ball game, tied at 4, both teams with 8 hits.
First pitch from Fine to Pauly, who is 3 for 3 tonight, a double, a single, and a homer. And you can forget about the triple.
You don't think so, huh? This man could fall down.
Oh, and 2 the count.
Casey Fine 1-0, on for the 6th time, yet to give up an earned run. Opponent's hitting just 107. Those are pretty impressive numbers.
And there's 4 for 4. More importantly, another base runner. And that'll bring up Alex. He's due. He's 0 for 3. Pauly's raised his average up to 336. And that pitch taken nicely by Alex down low.
Matt Thornton throwing in the pen.
That ball hit hard. Stay in the air. Get up. It's off the wall. So Pauly now. He will move into third on the double by Rios. Yes.
That ball was crushed by Alex. And from Pauly's standpoint, stopping at second base didn't make a great deal of sense, because if the ball is caught, and that's what he was worried about, he's going to get doubled up anyway. He stopped at second, could only then make it to third, and now, representing the go-ahead run, looked like Eduardo Escobar comes in. He'll pinch run at third. Big night for Pauly.
So here's Alexei. Ducks on the pond. 1 out. There should be no out. It should be a 5-4 Sox lead.
Now they're going to put Ramirez on. Take their chances with Viciedo.
All right, Tank. Right man. Right time, right spot, right here. Tank 1 for 3. A single, last inning. It's a big pitch in this sequence right here. Gets the breaking ball over. Advantage goes to Fine.
Threw him a little first pitch slider.
And there's a base hit. Here comes Rios. He'll score. Now Tank on his way to second. He will get there. And the Sox lead it 6-4. It's all good.
RBIs 45 and 46 for Viciedo. And And then Willingham compounds the problem of bobbling a baseball by throwing to the wrong base. He throws to third. That allows Tank to move into second out of the double play situation. And now 2 men in scoring position with that throw, which had no chance to be successful. It's a single. 2 runs batted in, E7.
Don't stop now, boys. We can move back into a first place tie with a win tonight.
Situation to hit in for Tyler Flowers.
Good take by Tyler. 1-0 the count. Tyler 1 for 3 tonight, that double, but he swung the bat well. Been dangerous. Just underneath that one. Six, 11-0 for our guys. 4-8-2 for their guys.
So the 2 starters, Quintana and DeVries, will not figure in a decision tonight.
Another good take by Tyler. 2-1. Nice pick by Dorman. Mercer.
Sometimes you try to pitch around somebody with first base open. Find herself throwing one to the screen. That one almost got there.
And that's ball 4. So here comes Beckham.
Here comes Gardner. So Fine, who had no earned run average coming into this appearance in 5 appearances, is touched up here tonight.
All right, Casey Fine will depart. Works no part of an inning. Faces 5 guys. He is leaving, and we'll be back.
473 on for the 39th time. So he has been in the right place at the right time.
And here's Beckham. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's due. Takes ball 1. He has popped up 3 times to the right side. Once to first, one to second, and once to right. Swings at a pitcher's pitch. That evens counted 1. And now advantage back to Beckham. Short and quick, Gordon. Not too much, buddy. Tear him off that mound. Should be. And that'll do it. But we pick up a big crooked number. We'll go to the 8th leading 6-4.
Pinch run for Paulie and scored a run. He takes over at third. Kevin Youkilis shifts from third to first. And Nate Jones stays in the game. Trying to neutralize Willingham, who's had quite a night.
He's 2 for 3, a solo homer, and a 3-run shot. Big out right here, Nate. First pitch strike. Willingham now 25 homers and 72 knocked in. Breaking ball misses.
Did a solo home run in the 4th and then a 3-run bomb in the 6th. That made it 4-2 at the time.
There's the strike. Number 98. And the count 1-2. Yep. Nope. Yeah, he did. He gone. Big out.
It's a breaking ball down. Angel Hernandez said he went too far. Here comes Robin. That's going to be it for Jones, who stands at this point in line to win this one. So Matt Thornton comes in the game. Nate Jones did his job. He'll leave the game. We'll step out and be back after these messages. Comes into the game at 2-6, ERA 3.76, on for the 46th time. And he's got Morneau and Domet to get out of this 8th inning.
Morneau 2 for 3 tonight. Just 3 for 24 lifetime against Matt. But one of those at bench was a ball that was just absolutely crushed in target field to center field and didn't even get to the warning track.
That can happen there.
1-2 the count. In fact, Matt just turned around and looked to see how far it was going to go. You should have seen the smile on his face when it was caught.
It's probably a big reason why Michael Kadire decided to fly his trade in Colorado.
Nice pitch, breaking ball, took something off of it, had him way out front, and that is out number 2.
Off-speed slider. Had the whole plate out away, had him well out in front of it, so by the time he gave away the hands and the body, there was nothing left in the swing.
So here's Domet. Ryan was hit by a pitch, grounded to third, and flied to right. And Sox fans, every White Sox Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United, proud to fly our Chicago White Sox. We love being with them. Sparky, Mark Slipo, Mike Corrigan, Bobby Garcia, all the girls, and of course all of them. Terrific people at Atlantic Aviation. Do a terrific job. All right. Eduardo, that a boy, and that'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, leading 6-4. Chevrolet of Homewood for their support of Homewood baseball and softball in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. Dealers are supporting over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program by providing the leagues with equipment kits, instructional clinics, and financial support. From the big leagues to the youth league, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. Top of the order here in the bottom of the 8th. Piazza, Youkilis, and Dunn. Alejandro is 0 for 3 tonight. Should be 1 for 3 and has hit the ball hard all 3 times. He also was hit by a pitch. One and one to count. Lively crowd in the house tonight. 34,715. 37,788 last evening.
Well, a whole lot of people over the last 2 nights have been treated to 5 home runs from our Sox, and they've made a lot of noise.
Make your plans to be with us in the finale tomorrow afternoon. To Jake Meister, going against Nick Blackburn. And the count 3-1. Jay Cruz has just been pitching so bad all year long. And if you can't make it, that game will be over Comcast Sportsnet. Now come on out. The finale of this brief series and this brief homestand.
Addison Reed loosening in the pen.
And there's ball 4. Good leadoff walk.
Another run certainly wouldn't hurt anything.
And you can organize a group outing of 20 or more for the 2012 season. Purchase a block of tickets or enhance your outing by upgrading to a pregame patio party, Diamond Suite, or one of our other great party areas. Of course, that's the domain of the Bertucci boys, Bobby, Bruno, Anthony, and of course, don't forget about Gig. So call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com to book your group outing today. Here's Uke, 0 for 3. They had a big walk. In fact, started off that 4-run 7th with the base on balls. And a big at bat. Another big at bat for the Uke. First and third in Uke. Good eye.
I can see a pitch out here, so if Robin wants to send him, here's the ideal time to do it.
There he goes. And the ball bounces into short left field, and here he goes, and he's safe. Number 18.
Stolen base. We'll see who the error is charged to. It goes E2 as that ball was thrown right into the runner. And the ball, Diaza and Casilla got there at the same time. So he's at third with nobody out and a 3-0 count on Uke as the infield pulled in at all 4 positions. Last inning, a crucial 2-1 bomb. And here's the most dangerous 208 hitter on the planet. Adam ties it up on home run number 30, driving in runs 68 and 69. Sox went on to score a couple more. And a few more here. Looking pretty good.
Well, it's just amazing to me, again. It's not what he hits, it's when he hits. He has hit some absolute phenomenally big home runs for us this year.
And this year, one of the great parts about it is as many difficulties as he had last year with the left-handers, and it was awful. He's hitting home runs against left-handers this year.
Well, he's had to get 30 up to now because he's been facing a lot of them, especially in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
They come in, they bring him in, they make one mistake, and he really makes you pay.
He is. It'd take us a long time just to enumerate the number of big home runs that he's hit for this club. Homers, 69 knockdown. Takes it low and away. Escobar on deck. Hitting in Paulie's spot. Paulie, all he did tonight was go 4 for 4. 2 singles, a double, and a homer. Paulie got his average up to 336.
Last 2 days, 7 hits. 2 big days for Paul. 2 home runs included. 1 to left, 1 to right. A very good sign.
Well, when Paulie hits downhill, he just like wades into the pitch, and he is absolutely the professor. When he goes a little quicker into the pitch, that fastball that he normally can hit hard, keep it fair, he yanks it foul or else gets in. That ball hit deep into left field. And it's a fair ball. Here comes 1, here comes 2. Done in the second, and it's an 8-4 Sox lead. Mercy, it's all good.
RBI 70 and 71. 4 driven in by Adam Dunn, and that ball came at eyelash from leaving the ballpark. He got a fastball up and away. He went that way. It's slicing away from Willingham. And Adam at first thought it was out. Willingham can't get to it. And so Gardy comes in. Gray steps out, and we'll be back after these messages. For the 31st time. He inherits Adam Dunn at second base. There you look at the numbers. See what's possible with AT&T Uber's TV and AT&T high-speed internet. Rethink possible.
Jacks it up, takes first pitch strike. All right, Esco. Got a job to do, buddy. Oh, 0-2 the count. Rios on deck. Now he's had big hits in this ball game. Double last inning. Putting Paulie on third. Setting up the intentional walk for Alexei, and then Tank with a big 2-run single. Set off. And once again, a reminder, make your plans to be with us. Another big crowd for these guys tomorrow afternoon. Jake Peavy against Nick Blackburn. Can't make it. That game will be over Comcast Sportsnet. An off day on Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be on the road again. We'll be 3 in Texas and 3 in Minnesota.
Be nice and toasty in Texas. Good baseball weather.
Zach trying to nail him on the inside. 2-2.
Brett Myers loosening in the pen. With the 2 spot here, out of the save situation, Brett will have an opportunity.
That'll get the job done. That's a good at bat for Eduardo Escobar.
Well, he battled him the entire at bat, sometimes fouling him off to the left till he got one pitch that he could hit to the right side and move at him along the third.
And he gets some nice fist pumps. His managers, coaches, and the players. Good, battling, grinding at bat. Here's Alex, as I mentioned, that big hit last inning, that double. Left side in, right side back. As far as second goes. Casilla. Now they're going to bring him in some. Trying to get him in more, and he won't come. That's up high. Alex got the catbird seat, 2-0. Made a good pass at it. Just pulled it off of it just enough. There's a shot base hit there for Alex. So big in the score, and it's a 9-4 Sox lead.
58 runs batted in for Rios on his second hit of the night. And everybody getting into the action. That fastball down, the infield was pulled in. Alex doesn't get a whole lot of it, but gets enough of it.
There's Alexei. Alexei 1 for 3 with an intentional walk. Breaking ball strike.
Reese did a pretty good job for 6 innings, limiting us to 2 runs on 7 hits. Then Robertson gave up a pair of runs. Fine gave up a pair of runs, and Gray gave up 3 of them.
But Reese was really good. With 2 runs, only 1 was earned. That ball hit deep into left field. Willingham back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! It's 11-4.
Low fastball. And for Alexei, just his third home run of the year. His second hit. He's now driven in 46. Tied with Tank in runs batted in.
And here is Tank. And that big 2-run single. Last inning. Two down. Here's Tyler. He's 1 for 3, a double, and a base on balls. See ya. But another big crooked number. We have scored 9 in the last 2 innings, 5 here in the bottom of the 8th, and lead it 11-4. And 3 for them.
Brett Myers comes into the game. And there was the record with Houston. 19 saves and 21 appearances.
First pitch strike. Brian Dozier. Good job by Matt Thornton. Good pitch, ate him up. One out.
Right now the pitchers of record. Nate Jones would move to 4-0. Casey Fine would move to 1-1.
Alexei Casilla, he's 1 for 3, had an infield single. 2-0. Big 6'4", 240-pound right-hander. Three and nothing. There's one. There's two. Good comeback by Brett. So 2 down. Jamie Carroll takes ball 1. Just tuning in, Sox were trailing 4-2 going to the 7th inning.
Things not looking too good at that point.
We scored 4 in the 7th, 5 in the 8th. Home runs tonight. Paulie another one. Adam Dunn a big one. And tied at 4. And Alexei a 2-run shot. Going to the count. Jackson with 118 home runs, so $11,800 donated by Alex Snellius and Loving Memory of Ursa. The 2-2 pitch. He gone, and this ball game is over. So the Sox come back. Take the first 2 games of this series, pull into a first-place tie with the Tigers, who were beaten tonight 3-2 by the Indians. Sox move to 52-45, and we'll be back.